Hi, welcome everyone back to Persona 5. To be honest, I don't exactly remember what we did last time. Well, because I recorded for 2 hours and the game's audio didn't take properly. On the one hand, about an hour of that was Velvet Room stuff, so really only about an hour of plot in like 4 days. But I recorded that 5 weeks ago, December 22nd, 2019. It is now February the 5th, 2020. It's actually 2 days from my birthday, everyone. And also I found out Persona 5 Royal, as it's called in English flavor, is going to be releasing on March 31st, 2020. So we have our timeline, everyone. We have the deadline to finish this game and get this all uploaded before the deadline. Although we won't have a game over should we fail. And as I didn't exactly review what I did last time, let me review what personas I possess. Okay. If you saw the menu jump right there, it's because I paused the recording to check my audio sync. I don't remember where I had the cursor before, so if you saw it jump suddenly, that's why. Mainly why I'm checking my audio sync is because I actually listen to the game's audio through OBS, which is the recording software I'm using to record this game, and have been since the beginning. So that's why I was so upset when I had the game's audio not take properly, because I'm actually listening to the audio through the capture card. I didn't think it was possible for it to record the audio at an off level because I'm listening to it. Anyway. What are my, confidants? Makoto. Okay, Makoto's 7, Yusuke is 8. Go hang out with Makoto. Hold on. Do I have Phoenix with me? And I have the Priestess persona with me as well. Yep. Excellent. All the wrong buttons. Yeah, sure. Not that we really need it, but it'll give us points for Makoto.
This goes like this.
Yep. Hello there. Here, what, we get +3? Yeah, +3, but we don't really need it. Wow, we're Guts 4. That's the only thing we don't have.
All right.
Kakaro's knowledge has improved nonetheless.
I agree.
We got 2 points. Oh. Go again, okay.
I'll see you later.
Probably not the best use of our time, but Look what we've done to improve Guts.
Yo.
Instead. Yeah, how did they even know that was us? What's up, phone? Yeah, I really don't care. You care about this, though. Sojiro. Yes. My current level of kindness, which is max. Yes. Yes, I am.
All right, then. Hmm?
Ah, hello. Yeah, actually, he is right. Yeah. Is there something wrong? What do you got there? Huh. That was quick. I mean... Yeah, unfortunately, if it's ever revealed how we got that information, we won't be able to use it. You know, if he takes us to court, we won't be able to use any of this information in court against him. Yeah, most people's cybersecurity sucks. And also, most security measures are passive. And so, here's an analogy, right? Say you close a door. Right? A wooden door. And someone on the other side wants to get through it. Right? Well, if you leave the door unlocked with a doorknob, they can simply open it. Just like you did. So what do? You put a lock on the door. Right? Well, all they have to do is push through the door. Right? You're like, oh, okay, I'll put a lock and a deadbolt on it. Right? The deadbolt's more secure. You see where I'm going with this, right? That just means he's gonna sit there a little longer to beat in the door. Maybe he needs a tool now. Maybe he needs a hammer. Right? Or a set of lockpicks so he can lockpick the door. Right, well, you'll go, okay, I'll make the door out of steel instead. Well, you know, it just so happens the person, you know, just blowtorches the door right off its frame. Can you see what I'm saying with this cybersecurity thing? Any barrier you put up, right, will eventually be penetrated by a sufficiently dedicated attacker, a sufficiently persistent attacker. They will eventually get in. If you rely on passive data protection. The thing is, though, the real ways to make sure they can't get their hands on it is to destroy it. The problem is, if you destroy it, well, that means you don't have it either. Or you could attempt to counter-hack them, but then you risk getting in trouble yourself over breach of privacy and other cybersecurity laws that exist. So, there's that. But yeah, that's why it's so easy to hack into someone's system. Is most firewalls and stuff are simply passive defenders. They're simply an obstacle. You know, depending on your grade of firewall, you either have like a 10-foot hurdle or a 15-foot hurdle. Right? It just means someone's got to get a longer pole to jump over it. Or a ladder. You know, maybe they need a specific tool to get through your wall. You know, or climb whatever barricade you've made for them. But because most of these systems, you don't actively attack them back, or actively go after what they're after, as in one of those, like some of those security on cell phones or smartphones nowadays, right? You get the password wrong too many times and it nukes the whole phone, erases everything. Right, there are those. That has an active defense on it. The problem is the person could, instead of trying to actually hack the phone, just try to trigger the active defense and thus wipe the phone, because they're not, you know, obviously they want the goodies inside the box, but if they can destroy it, that means whoever they're going after can't have them either. That's also why you keep backups of things, people. But yeah, it's like a password on an account, right? Say a YouTube account. You know, you can have all the defenses you want, but if someone sufficiently wants it, they're gonna eventually get it. because the whole problem is, the fact is, the thing needs to be accessed itself. You can't create a system where it's like, well, think of like a security system on a house, right? It's like, it's difficult to create a system on a website where it's hard to identify who's actually getting in. Like on a house, you've got a security system you can turn on and off, right? So you turn the security system on and all the doors and windows, none of them are supposed to open. So if one opens, it triggers an alarm, right? You can't really do that on a website that has a lot of public access. Like you can't do that on a public building when it's open. You can do it on some doors, yes, but through public access ways. Yeah. To be honest, Futaba has a gift for it. Now, unfortunately, during my high school years, I found out, well, my dyslexia, for those of you who don't know, dyslexia makes it very difficult to read and write. Well, writing because it's hard to spell. It's impossible to read spelling. Makes it very difficult to read spelling. Basically, I'll put it this way. I'm better at reading Romaji than I am basic English. Because how I taught myself to read English is exactly how you spell in Romaji. I have the block of letters. So most, of course Romaji has some of the wonky rules that English does. But, like in terms of trying to learn how to spell a word, like course, right? I would not spell course C-O-U-R-S-E. I would spell it because I would end up spelling how it sounds. So I'd spell it C-O-R-E-S. If you asked me to spell it, right, and I didn't have it memorized how it's supposed to spell. So in this case, for course, right, you have two blocks here, C-O-U-R-S-E. Or you could break it into 3 blocks, and this is probably how I would remember to do it. The C and the O, the U and the R, and the S and the E. Hacking is easy because it's 2 different words put together. It's 2 words. Well, I say 2 words. It's a word and the ing extension, which is just one of the blocks that you add on. Oh, debt. That's another one. That's another one. If you told me how to spell it without me knowing how to spell it, right? See, I could read it here, and I know that's debt because I've heard it, right? I've had someone tell me that's how it's spelled. But if you told me how to spell it, I would have spelled it D-E-T-T. And here's another one that I see in Futaba's words here. Data. Right? Data or data. So, you could have an E at the front. Spell it, data. D-E-T-A. Or, if I'm working off of date, right, as a base word, then I might end up spelling it D-A-T-E-A. Because it sounds like date, and then you have data. So it's like, oh. For people who don't know what I'm talking about, that one may have seemed like a bad example, but it happens. So, yeah, basically I found out I can't write code very well. But I still have lots of knowledge in how computers work. But I don't know how well I'd be able to do something like hacking. Even if I tried, I wouldn't be able to replicate what Futaba can do, I don't think. not quickly, not at the speed she can. I may be able to get the same results, if you will, like to hack a specific object, but it would take me probably 12 hours. Yeah, there's also that. It technically is a criminal offense for us to hack into his bank account data and see that he has all that debt. However, we can use that as leverage, the fact that we know he's in debt. We don't tell him how we got the info, right? So we push on him, hey, we know you're in a lot of debt, we know you won't win the court case. Because he's trying to leverage that, because Futaba stays in her room all the time, that Sojiro would lose a custody battle to Futaba's uncle. That is what he's trying to... That's the threat he's leveraging. So if we can debunk his threat by saying, hey, we know you're in tons of debt, that will get revealed in the custody battle, and you will lose the custody battle, right? He may drop that threat. I know what you're trying to do. I know you're trying to be helpful. Also, is your hair clipping through your coat? Her hair on the like fuzzy bit of her coat on her forearm or upper arm, excuse me. Is that clipping? It's hard for me to tell.
Jeez.
How have you? Why didn't you use that last time? Trying to think the last time I've seen someone go to jail over hacking anyway. Because it's kind of hard to catch someone in the act of hacking if they're in a private network. If they make the mistake of doing it on a public network or a network that you have visibility through as the government, then you can catch them in the act. But that's basically the only way I've seen people get in trouble that way. Yep, it's definitely clipping. Yes, I know you're trying to help. Yeah, that probably wasn't very helpful. Wasn't helpful that, you know, Futaba's uncle said all that stuff with her there. Because, well, yeah. I mean, Futaba's just trying to help, but she feels like this is the only way she knows how to help. Yeah, okay. You mean you weren't able to get her to come out of her room? Sojiro, this is not a good time for this discussion. Really not a good time for this. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, how she would take it. Yeah. Put it this way, I know someone close to me who would have a similar reaction. I'm not sure if it's because of a low self-esteem thing or what exactly, but that's also partially why I was kind of so prepared, if you will, to help ease Futaba back into this, is because I'm trying to think of the correct words to use, but let's put it this way, I'm used to trying to work with this sort of thing in real life with other people who have, whether it's self-confidence issues or something like that. Sojiro just made a rather big oopsie, if you will, in bringing this up right now. Now, given the fact that she hasn't gotten a lot of physical exercise recently, she probably won't be able to run very far. So, That's nice. The fact we probably won't have to run all over town to track her down. If she does run. Yeah, I know what you're trying to say, Sojiro, but you're presenting it wrong. Basically, Futaba's reading this as you're trying to push her out. You're trying to be nice about it, but you want her to leave. Well, at least she acknowledges that she still has us, so that means we still have a way to... You know, she won't close down off of us. She won't close down from us. Which means we can still work with her to try and help fix this, which is what we need. Oh. You know the door's the other direction, right? You know the only thing over there is the staircase to my room and the window outside. Well... It's only, what, 10 feet down? If the window's even open. I don't think it's open right now. By the way, where is Morgana? Yeah. Well, that's kind of to be expected, Sojiro. Considering the amount of time we've spent with her over the last, what, month? Longer than that, isn't it? When did we finish Futaba's Palace? It's like, what? August? Do you mean in the sense that you know where the Phantom Thieves, or the fact that she all of a sudden decided to come outside of her, yeah, August 20th was Wakaba's birthday, if I remember correctly, because Sojiro poured the cup out for her, and that's when Futaba came into the cafe. Yeah, that was August 20th. So that meant we would have had to finish the palace before that. Honest, the only mistake I've seen you do so far, at least in this discussion, is bring up the, you know, because you're basically saying, I wish I could do better for you, but the way you presented it, she ended up reading that as you don't want her anymore. That's how she ended up reading it. So, I get what you were trying to say, but she ended up misreading it. Does that mean we can take Sojiro? I was just thinking, are we eventually going to be able to take Sojiro into the metaverse? You can bring us healing items. We don't give up on it yet. But to be honest, you really couldn't do too much for it. I think it would have made it worse if you kept trying, if you tried to get into a room and drag her out kicking and screaming. That would have created a scene, and then you would have definitely lost your child custody. That's the term. I kept wanting to say protection for whatever reason. I didn't even know that was downloading. Thanks for breaking the immersion. I haven't played that game in a while. My brother's played that more than I have. Anyway, let's stay on topic. Excuses for what, though? Because you weren't able to generate the result until we were able to do it? Is that why you're questioning yourself now? It's basically, what, I show up in March? Or late April? I think it was late March, early April. Right. When does the game start? The game starts in April, doesn't it? Yeah, so I show up in April. And 4 months later, I'm able to get Futaba to come out of her room. And I never even knew she existed. Before that. Are they really excuses, Sojiro? They're delicious, but that's not the answer. I'm trying to run it through his perspective, right? What does he want me to say here? It's like, excuses for what? Tell me more. Tell me about these excuses. Probably not the right answer. I only got 2 music notes. You know, it's probably better I do it anyway. Yeah. What's up? I was half expecting you to be curled up either under my bed or on my bed. You even want to talk about this? Oh, good. We trust each other enough for that. Did she? Interesting. I mean, there was only really one line, wasn't there? Where you got upset at him? Let me double check. I mean, I guess you could say 2. But... I mean, there is that as well. That is also probably true. I see, you were trying... Yeah. Again, you were trying to help. let us go talk to him. Yeah, not force her to do it, and saying the third option would just not be helpful. Technically, this is my room, but yeah, sure, whatever. You can let her do it. I mean, I know why you're asking her, because she's hiding up here. Interesting. Well, I'll give you this, Sojiro. As depressing a thought as this is, you're doing more than most of the people who are trying to care for someone like this that I've seen. You're actually applying yourself. The depressing thought of it is that most people I've seen who are trying to care for someone like Futaba are usually either unwilling or for whatever reason. It's either an excuse or an actual reason why they either can't or will not. Because problems of their own or whatever it may be. And a lot of it I've seen is just because they're unwilling to apply themselves to try and help deal with the sort of problems. Yeah, some of them are temporary problems, and some of them you're just gonna have to learn to live with. But, Sojiro at least is willing to apply himself to try and make this work. Of course, that also means that, that in itself is a two-way street as well. Again, another thought that, just because of a real-life experience that I've seen, I've also seen scenarios where the guardian, if you will, is doing their level best, applying themselves to the best of their degree, and the other side's just simply not playing ball. That apply yourself and attempt to make this work, apply yourself to the utmost, is a two-way street. Well, this is serious business, Futaba. Music full stop. Oh, okay, now we've transitioned. Now Kagero here feels very awkward. Poor old Kagero, leaning back on his work desk next to the laptop. Yeah, where we go buy goodies off the internet. Yeah. So, this has gotten a little awkward. By contrary, Sojiro, you have done plenty. You've done more than I've seen a lot of people in real life would do. I'll say that much. Sort of living. Yeah, I mean, I live in his cafe, not his house. What's up, phone? What? And teleports through the window she goes. Told you it's only 10 feet. If you do a pull down, you can use your own body length and lower the fall even further. So let's just say with her arms fully extended, with her arms and legs fully extended, she can cover what? Let's give her 6 feet. Right, then it's only a 4-foot drop. Which is much more manageable than jumping out a window and falling 12 plus feet. I mean, you did what I reasonably expected of you. I mean, for all you knew, I was actually guilty. So, there's that. I mean, I don't hold any hostility towards Sojiro for that either. I guess there are some people out there who would, but I felt Sojiro acted reasonably considering what he was getting into. Hey, the coffee has actually ended up being useful. It's a nice SP item. But I mean, there's still time for that.
Thanks.
Well, I'm glad I can help with that. We're only ranked 7, so we've got more. We've got more time for having him help about said mistakes.
Alright.
Your hero font confidant has increased to rank 7. As always, you'll gain more EXP from our Carniverse from personas, in this case of the hero font Arcana.
I'm going home.
Okay. I'm glad we got kindness out of it. Never mind that we needed maximum kindness to do this. Yay. We got 3 redundant kindness points.
Alright.
Kagaro's kindness has improved, nonetheless. Alright. What? You think you can just say, "Oh, we're gonna go arrest the Phantom Thieves today," and then just show up at a random person? Like, do they? You know, you have to investigate this stuff, right?
This sucks.
I feel like I recognize that voice. I don't remember whose it is, though. Yeah, I think she's fine. He wasn't necessarily evil either. He just was abusing some loopholes in the, he was abusing loopholes, and he was also, well, kind of breaking some rules. I don't know. I still feel that was way too conveniently timed, don't you? Yeah, I would expect it to. It's the internet. Yeah, I imagine their careers are over now. Yeah, like I told Akechi, we were their entertainment. A luxury for the uninvolved. I mean, there's that too. I mean, did you seriously expect to have that much actual support? I mean, this whole thing was not about becoming popular. I don't think, especially Ryuji and On, I need to drill that into your head. This was not about getting popular. Yeah, there's that too. I mean, we can kind of just fade back into the shadows and let this whole thing blow over. They're gonna come looking for us. But, I mean, they really won't be able to find us, I don't think. Unless they had someone who knows about the metaverse, which they have the... let me think. There's a special police unit, if I remember correctly. I think it's explained in Persona 4 Arena? Because I think that's what Naoto's working in right now. Naoto Shirogane. I think that's where she's working. So I wonder if we're gonna get a visit from them sometime. I wonder if we're gonna get a visit from them before too long. Lie low and let this blow. Yeah, what do you got? Well, you're gonna have to. Yeah, what's up? Oh. Witness my perfection. Well, unless he's gonna find a bigger thing to throw at me. You're gonna have to go get that shock, sir. Our charm, huh? We've converted the chalk into charm.
All right.
Kagero's charm has improved. Yes, I know. Alright, so next time on Persona
Let's do it.
5. Well, we're gonna continue to work on a few social links. I think we're gonna work on no, we're not gonna say. Yeah, we'll probably go see Shinya? Is that his name? We're gonna go play with the tower Arcana. I will see. Yeah, is it Shinya? It's Oda. Oda is his last name. Anyway, next time.